like the guys from bases, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, has good advantage to win the fight.
Oke, jadi ternyata Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu ini sangat dibutuhkan juga untuk basic-basic di UFC. Dan kita langsung ke partai yang pertama, yaitu partai pembuka kita di kelas bantamweight. Ada Brad Pickett versus Leon Barao. Dan juga nanti akan ada di kelas middleweight, itu ada Chris Leben versus Mark Munoz. Kalau gitu langsung aja kita lihat ini.
Leben versus Munoz from the LG Arena in Birmingham, England. Here's one of Britain's own Brad Pickett. Returns with a fully healthy back and is ready to make a run at the 135-pound belt. His first assignment, stop Kenny Barao.
What is going to be an instant classic in the bantamweight division. Brad Pickett gets it done.
This one has fight of the night written all over it.
The submission.
Give me your best shot and I don't care. Trying to knock your head off. I'm trying to break you mentally. I'm winning when someone's laying flat on the floor. There's nothing in that cage he's going to be able to do to me that I've never done before. I've been in the worst positions in fights.
Comes out explosive in round two. Pickett now gets the upper hand.
That is some heavy leather in exchange. Big takedown by Pickett.
This sport sucks being second place.
Good right hand.
Kenny Barao has excellent hands and a wild kicking style.
Trying to turn it up early is Barao. Barao attacks right away with a solid combination.
He is a prodigy out of the camp which has produced Jose Aldo.
Flying knee comes in from Barao. And look at this reversal attack.
Submission victory.
That is it.
Unbelievable.
Só na cabeça dele. Tem um jogador muito maior.
We have what could be the ultimate slugfest. Here we go. Pickett is 33. Barao is 24. Barao will have a 2-inch reach advantage. With the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. This fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting at the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 28 wins, 1 loss, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 136 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a striker, holding a professional record, 21 wins, 5 losses, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 134 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, by way of East London, England. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Leon Roberts.
Gents, you both know the rules, you both know what I expect. Protect yourselves at all times, obey me at all times. If I ask you to break, I expect a good, clean break. Any questions? Any questions? Fight hard, fight fair, fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, do so now. Back to your calls.
Brad Pickett. Kenny Barao. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
First round, you ready to fight? You ready to fight? Bring it on, come on.
And we are underway. Joey come out swinging. Barao has caught Brad Pickett with a couple real solid shots. Big kick. Pickett's taking him, pushing forward. Spinning back kick that lands. And Barao very tight with his hands, shoulders high. Nice kick. Good snap to that leg kick. Pickett caught him a couple times there, though, Mike, and a good counter. Neither man wasting any time getting this one started. straight win for Renan Barao. Unbeaten now in 29 fights. The 100 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt under Andre Pederneiras started it with the knee, finished with the choke, and here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Leon Roberts has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 9 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, Renan Barao!
The locker room of the Ultimate Fighter's original bad boy, Chris the Crippler Leben, who set up tonight's matchup with Mark Munoz. I think his biggest attribute is his toughness. He's always in great shape, always has the will to win, and never gives up. For the Filipino wrecking machine, Mark Munoz, that is exactly his game plan tonight. Impose his will on Leben and break him down. Munoz also gives credit to UFC veteran Krzysztof Soshinsky, who has excelled in his role as Mark's strength and conditioning coach, and Munoz promises to be more explosive and powerful than he's ever been tonight here in Birmingham.
Mark Munoz is on a roll, but he hasn't fought the caliber guys I've been fighting. You asked for this fight, now you got it. Here I am. I hope you're ready. I'm not afraid of Chris Leben. I respect the guy. I'm not afraid of his stand-up. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna utilize the angles. I'm gonna look to take him down, and Donkey Kong is coming out. Counter punches, bombs, overhand rights, hooks, all on the ground. Got this. Mark knows the left's coming. You know, he's gonna have to come in. He can take me down straight away from my left hand. I'm gonna try to knock him out. That's all there is. I know he's gonna want to throw bombs. Let's throw bombs. I'm gonna hit him so hard he won't know where he's at.
And now it's time for our main event in the evening. 5 rounds of fighting in the UFC middleweight division as Chris the Crippler Leben fights the Filipino wrecking machine, Mark Munoz. Great atmosphere, sold out here in Birmingham, England, and a little bit of UFC history tonight, Joe. As Dana White talked about before, we talked about at the top of the show. Tonight is the first time that a non-title fight, still a main event though, will go 5 rounds, but Chris Leben, Mark Munoz, most of the MMA world don't believe we'll be here 25 minutes. Well, if it does go 5 rounds, by the end of those 5 rounds, we may not be able to talk. Because this is the kind of fight we're going to be screaming the entire time. I can't imagine this fight being anything other than a wild barn burner. You have 2 men that have ridiculous knockout power, and Mark Munoz, you have a guy who's a former All-American wrestler who has some of the most ferocious ground and pound in MMA. And Chris Leben, you have a guy with maybe the best jaw, the best chin in MMA, and unbelievable punching power himself. And on top of that, tremendous momentum behind him. Having knocked out Vanderlei Silva in his last fight, stopped Aaron Simpson, stopped Akiyama with a submission. He's got so much momentum behind him, and Chris Leben truly feels that he has matured and developed into one of the elite, and he feels that if he can get past Mark Munoz, he can get a title shot, and he can get redemption against Anderson Silva. You know, it's interesting, Mark Munoz is really stepping up tonight to take on Chris Leben, and he welcomes that. He's been a world-class competitor his entire life, national wrestling champion. But Leben said something interesting. He said, you know, everybody thinks of me as just the bad guy, the brawler, the crippler from season 1 of The Ultimate Fighter. Chris Leben really is very much a mixed martial artist, and he takes the art very seriously. Unquestionably, he's very skilled. Yes. You know, a lot of people slept on his submission skills. He submitted Edmund Duiz, and then he submitted Akiyama and opened up a lot of people's eyes. When he caught him in the 3rd round of an incredible roar with a triangle from his back, Chris Leben is, no question about it, an incredibly well-rounded martial artist, but his left hand, the power is so strong that he can't help but uncork it on Bebo. That is his #1 weapon, but he has many more in his arsenal. We're going to see who has more. We're going to see who steps up the ladder here tonight. And our main event is the Crippler faces the Filipino wrecking machine.
When I'm on deck to walk out to the octagon, that is one of the most extreme moments of my life. Your heart's racing. You can hear 20,000 people just cheering and yelling and screaming your name. goosebumps just thinking about it. When I go out there to bring those fans exactly what they want to see, and that's the Clipper smash somebody.
I'll take you out too, Cadillac.
Everybody says they want to stand and bang with me, but if Vanderlei Silva can't do it, Mark Munoz definitely can't do it. The fact is, I throw devastating punches.
Chris Lieben and Mark Munoz are two of the biggest power punchers in the 185-pound division.
There's a shot. He rocked him. Munoz trying to finish.
I'm able to land bombs wherever I'm at. I'm definitely going to put him where I want him to be. He has trouble with guys that move, and he's definitely going to have a hard time with me inside the octagon.
And there it is. Wow. 30 shots left on Munoz. He got rocked. Trying to finish.
Mark Munoz has got the most vicious, grounded pound in the sport. When you watch him pound on guys, you just can't help but go, oh! There's only one problem. When that bell rings, I'm going to come straight at him, and I'm going to rip his head off. You're going to see an exciting fight, so don't blink.
Making Applebee happen. Taboo and everybody happy as the proud Filipino enters the octagon tonight. Born in Japan on the base, and then growing up in California, he was an All-American not once but twice at Oklahoma State. Won the National Wrestling Championship in 2001. Academic All-American. I mean, this man has it all. He's got the skill, he's got the heart, the desire, he's got the class and determination. Does he have enough to beat Chris Lieben tonight?
Well, he has been steadily improving as a mixed martial artist. Came into the sport as an elite athlete, but has slowly but surely absorbed all the different techniques of mixed martial arts. And in the CB Holloway fight, we really got to see the evolution of his stand-up game when he uncorked the piece of Broker's right hand to hurt CB Holloway very badly before he finished him off. Mark is taking a big step up in this fight, and he feels he's ready. And again, he's an amazing athlete and has that wrestling to fall back on if he ever gets in trouble.
Gives a ton of credit to Krzysztof Soshinsky, who was a member of the great cast of fighters at the Range Training Center that Mark opened in 2009. And Krzysztof has really worked on his diet, and he's a scientist, is Krzysztof Soshinsky, with that, in his strength and conditioning. And then you add Jason Mayhem Miller, you add Jake Ellenberger to the mix, and the fact that Anderson Silva and O'Gara's wanted to learn wrestling from Mark Munoz, one of the most respected guys in the game today.
Yeah, you know, that's such an amazing crew they got down there. Talented fighters all working together on sharing techniques. And Mark Munoz is the wrestling specialist out of that group. A very, very technical wrestler as well as being incredibly physically strong. And very fast, especially with his footwork.
The Filipino wrecking machine, Mark Munoz. Benson, and then, yeah, sure, I'll fight Akiyama. And all of a sudden, Chris Lieben is very prevalent, very pertinent in the middleweight talk of title people.
Well, once he knocked out Vanderlei Silva, that really, to put Chris Stevens' face to it, put a stamp on his career. It really let everybody know this is a legit contender. This is a guy who's capable of doing that to any man who stands in front of him. Chris has amazing confidence right now. He is at the peak of his mixed martial arts career, both in terms of his talent, his momentum, everything. He's there right now. This is his moment, he believes. And he believes that Mark Munoz is going to test on his way to a shot at the title.
Three-time knockout of the night winner. Two-time fight of the night winner. And coming off a 27-second knockout of the legendary axe murderer, Vanderlei Silva. Grew up literally in the gym in the Pacific Northwest. Now runs his own school in Oahu, Hawaii, and the southpaw, the crippler, Chris Lieben, is set for our main event of the evening against the Filipino wrecking machine, the national wrestling champion, Mark Munoz. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Lieben is 31. Munoz is 33. He's 1 inch taller. Reach is nearly identical. Let's get this thing started with the official introductions. The veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Top three judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Andy Roberts, Carlo Urso, and Chris Watts. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mark Goddard. And now, from the sold-out LG Arena in Birmingham, England, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record, 11 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Vallejo, California, USA, Mark the Filipino Wrecking Machine Munoz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record, 22 wins, 7 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Oahu, Hawaii, USA, Chris the Crippler Lieben! Please. Okay, gentlemen, been over the rules in the dressing room. You know exactly what I expect. Keep yourself protected at all times. Listen to me at all times. When I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Chris Lieben, Mark Munoz, non-title fight. Main event, though, scheduled for 5-minute rounds.
Okay, here we go, man event. Are you ready? Are you ready? Come on. Let's do this.
Here we go. Dark trunks for Lieben, white trunks for Munoz. Munoz is going to try to mix things up. He's going to try to disguise the shot. He's also trying to, he's going to try to on the clock here in the first.
Well, it's tough to see where he's got it here, but he does not have full guard, so it makes it much more difficult.
And Munoz
Pops out. And Chris took a big, deep breath. And Chris keeps giving up that arm, that left arm, for the arm side of Munoz, as Munoz wants it.
Nice shot from the bottom. And nice shots from the top with the left.
And now Munoz looking for a guillotine perhaps.
Leaning on Lieben with 40 seconds on the clock here in the first. Chris Lieben. What a first round. Came to fight tonight in the UK. What a round. Wow.
And here Chris Lieben gets a takedown on Mark Munoz, and I bet Munoz didn't expect that. And there's a nice knee, but Lieben catches it, and Lieben slams Munoz again. Now here's Munoz on top with a big right hand to the temple. And some ferocious punches here. Look at this. Boom, that one on the chin, full power.
Yeah, you stop the shot a couple times, okay? Cross facing, cross face. Okay, now Chris, take your time and keep those hands up. That's the main thing. He's gonna come to you. 20 more minutes.
Let's go, Mark.
Keep an eye on the conditioning of both fighters and the cardio. Chris is still breathing very heavy. Munoz looks much fresher.
It was an amazing pace.
Okay, Judge, round two, here we go.
Lieben took the big power shots. Round two.
This fight is one swing away from being over at any time.
Lieben almost tucked that uppercut through. Munoz has, in my opinion, what appears to be a good speed advantage. Throws his punches a little quicker. But Lieben's punches, when they land, are ridiculously powerful.
Mark Munoz is a world-class defending center. Munoz looking to trip in. Munoz wants to make Lieben work in this position.
Lieben has a good guard. Very underrated guard.
And Munoz likes the hammer fist if he can get a chance to utilize it.
Great punches to the body by Munoz.
Position is built in a wrecking machine. There it is. That big heavy right hand. More of the same.
Lieben trying to fire back from the bottom.
has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round number 2, the corner of Chris Leben has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Mark
Big win tonight for the All-American wrestler.
Yeah, same thing. I think Houston Alexander is already, he's a strong guy, physically very strong, mentally very strong. I think he raised 4 kids just by himself, like very, very strong mentally. He has to do a lot of work, hard work, and then take care of the kids at the same time. Alessio Sakara, already a top contender, so we'll see. But Houston Alexander is very tough physically and mentally. So
So you choose
it's going to be a big surprise if he wins, but I can see him doing it.
Oke, kalau gitu langsung aja kita ke partanya. Ini dia Matthew.
Time to move to the welterweight division in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Marcus Davis before the lifelong Greek fighting in his father's homeland. Tonight he's back in the UK facing Britain's Paul Taylor as Davis looks for his 4th straight UFC win. Tonight, the aggressive former kickboxing champion, Walsall's relentless Paul Taylor will look to extend his unbeaten streak when he faces UFC veteran Marcus Davis.
Ultimately, it's going to be a battle of wills to start, to see who can set the pace of the fight and to see who can come out and win.
In any type of scenario, whether it's in the clinching range, punching, on the ground, I'm better than he is.
The Ultimate Fighter 2's Marcus Davis resurrected his UFC career in 2006 and has since impressed fans and critics alike with his ever-improving ground game, which has led him to submission wins over Forrest Petts and Pete Spratt in the last 12 months. But just in case his peers started thinking the former professional boxer had lost something off his fastball when it comes to striking, the Irish hand grenade exploded on Jason Tan at UFC 72 in June en route to a 1-minute, 15-second knockout win.
There's going to be a knockout in this fight, and the knockout's going to be me knocking out Paul Taylor in the 1st round.
The fight with Marcus, he's going to be fast, he's going to be explosive. There's going to be a lot of hard striking and a lot of hard kicks as well.
For fighters like Walsall's Paul Taylor, fighting at home in the UFC's first UK show in 5 years was an experience they will never forget. What made it even better for the welterweight up-and-comer is that he also earned a victory at UFC 70 in April, impressively blasting out Brazil's Edilberto Procata in the 3rd round of an exciting battle.
I know how hard I kick. I've won a lot of kickboxing fights with my kicks. It doesn't matter who stands in front. When I hit you, you're going down.
The Irish hand grenade, Marcus Davis. You know, we have some fighters in the UFC today who say, don't see, all the travel, and all the time change. Marcus Davis, exactly the opposite. He said, you know what, I'll fight, I'll make some money, do what I love to do, and see the world while I'm at it.
Yeah, I mean, Marcus
kickboxing champion, dominant in the middleweight division, cage rage here in the UK, and Walsall, England. Paul Taylor is back in the octagon here tonight, and he faces a big challenge in that man, Marcus Davis. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight matchup from the O2 Arena here in London. The American Davis, 7 years the elder of the good Paul Taylor. Davis 2 inches shorter. He will give up an inch a breach. 171, 169 translates to 12.2 stone, 12.1 stone. The official weigh-in weight of Marcus Davis. For the official introductions, once again, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer and a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 17 wins with 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 169 pounds, 12.1 stone. Fighting out of Bangor, Maine, the Irish hand grenade, Marcus Davis. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 8 wins with 1 loss. Standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 171 pounds, 12.2 stones. Fighting out of Walsall, England, relentless Paul Taylor. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Eve Loving.
Abe Levine, our referee. Taylor with that outstanding kickboxing pedigree against the man with the outstanding boxing pedigree, Davis. There's Paul Taylor. And Marcus Davis.
Are you ready, sir? You ready? Fight!
And here we go. The Davis engagement.
Takedown. Muscling out Paul Taylor against the cage.
Marcus Davis, one of the stronger men competing in the welterweight division.
And he's really put on a lot of muscle since on the show. Really just changed the way his whole physique looked. Incorporating power, kettlebells into his routine.
We talked about after the fight against Melvin Gillard, which was a loss for him on the Ultimate Finale 2, that he just went back to grapple. Or maybe he went to grapple to the first time. So I've got to be done with
Scar tissue above Marcus Davis's eyes.
Let's see what Paul Taylor's guard.
weathering the storm.
Man, I'm telling you, Paul Taylor landed that vicious head kick. Marcus was on Queer Street. He went down. He was rocked. Paul was landing big shots. The referee was inches away from stopping it. Man, Marcus, take a look at that again. Boom! I mean, his eyes rolled back in his head. He was gone there. Let's look at that again. Yves Lavigne was so close to stopping this fight. You see, he's got side control, and he's just landing hammer fist after hammer fist from here. Just over and over and over again. And Yves Lavigne was just hovering over them. Look at this, look at this. Almost stopped it there. Close. But he saw Marcus kept moving. Now here's the end of the fight. Marcus is pounding it with punches. And then watch this beautiful armbar. Look how he maintains control, holds that arm, hooks it, swings the hips over, extends, and then rolls over onto his belly. Really impressive victory by Marcus Davis.
Are you kidding me? Marcus Davis wins his 10th straight fight. He is 5-1 inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 14 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, the Irish hand grenade, Marcus Davis.
Applaud both men here, fans. Great show of respect and class. Two great competitors here, show.
Marcus Davis, every time we see you in the octagon, you improve, but tonight you just took it to another level. That was the most impressive performance we've seen from you by far. You were hurt very badly with that head kick. How close do you think it was to being stopped?
Oh, I could have been stopped real quick. I mean, you don't see me get hit like that and go down. He's a strong guy. Even in the clinch, I thought I would maul him because physically I'm a lot bigger and stronger, but he's really strong. He definitely deserves to be here.
Well, phenomenal submission. Talk us through this, Marcus. You got on top, you got them out, he bucked you off.
Yeah.
Head kick.
Yeah, that sucked. I remember that quite well, actually. And then he did a good job of getting his legs in. I got the underhook to make sure I could dominate the position. Started grounding and pounding. I heard my man, Mark Delgradi, Sitio Tongue, tell me what to do. So I looked for the mount, which comes right here. I got the mount, went high on the mount to control his arms. He was smart, he bucked, started to roll into me. I took the overhook on his back, then controlled his arm. My hips were out. He forgot to get my hips square first. That's why I got the arm lock. But I want to thank my camp, Team Irish for getting me ready. Mark Delgradi, my coach, Sitio Tongue, and Boston. Thanks everybody. Kenny Flores for helping me out. And my boy George Gurgel, who wasn't here. Team Gurgel, I love all you. My family, friends, Bangor, Maine, I'm coming back. Thank you everybody for your support. London was awesome.
Very impressive, Marcus. Marcus Davis, ladies and gentlemen.
What a great performance from a classy young man, Marcus Davis. Who improves on every trip inside the octagon. Says hello to UFC President Dana White. What do you think about me within the title picture? Randy the Natural Couture gets a hero's welcome. And that's how it should be here in London. Also here tonight, George Rush St. Pierre, Roger Huerta, former UFC turnout again tonight here in the capital city. The most tickets sold here in London, England for a fight in over a decade. Over 20,000 in attendance tonight for UFC 75. And we open in the light heavyweight division. It took Houston Alexander less than a minute to prove he belonged in the UFC. Tonight, he faces Alessio Sakara in a battle of fearsome strikers. Light heavyweights Houston Alexander and Alessio Sakara share a similar fighting philosophy that nothing is better than a spectacular finish. Tonight, though, only one of these hard-hitting bangers will get their wish and keep moving up the 205-pound ladder.
Tonight, Sakara's in my way of earning their respect.
I am going to use all that I have inside the octagon. I will knock him out with all of my power.
Before the biggest fight of his career against Keith Jardine in May, Houston Alexander spoke about bringing passion back to the UFC. Well, anyone who saw his 48-second knockout of Jardine saw not only a fighter with great power and determination, but one with passion, who came out swinging and didn't stop until the referee pulled him off. It was a star-making performance for the UFC newcomer.
Everyone saw the Keith Jardine fight, and I'm here to show the UFC fans that it wasn't a fluke.
Italy's Alessio Sakara brings some of the best technical boxing skills seen in the octagon in a long time. But Lee Janarius knows that to survive at this level, you also need an accomplished ground game. And tonight, he may just have a few tricks up his sleeve as he is set to take on fellow knockout artist Houston Alexander.
Whatever happens, Lee Janarius will win.
Sakara's in my way. It's gotta go.
Fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska, born in St. Louis, Illinois, Houston Alexander taught us all that oftentimes the strength is inside. Because when he got inside Keith Jardine, he literally lifted him off his canvas with those if he has that endurance either. 6 of his 7 wins have been by stoppage or submission in the very first round. 90% of his amateur fights lasted less than a minute. He's only had 3 fights in the past 7 years that have lasted more than 60 seconds. So perhaps he's wondering the same thing we all are. Well, we're going to find out. In a night in which the light heavyweight UFC belt is on the line, some potential title contenders battle to open things up. The assassin, Houston Alexander, opening joins Rampage Henderson and Mauricio Chobanua about to make the UFC debut in a couple of weeks. Without Jardine, Vanderlei Silva, Pete Ortiz, Rashad Evans, and Boris Griffin. A very crowded and outstanding light heavyweight division. Grayson is the light young man, 26 years old, the rest of Sakara, no stranger to the and no stranger to fights in which strikes are exchanged. And technically, he would, you think, have the advantage here against Houston Alexander. Well, Alessio Sakara has some very technical boxing
6 feet tall, weighing in at 203 pounds, 14.5 stone. Fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska, Houston, the Assassin Alexander. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 15 wins with 5 losses and 1 no contest. Standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 205 pounds, 14.6 stone, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Alessio Legionarius Sakara. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Yves Loving.
Yves Loving, our referee. The UFC is back in London for the first time since July of 2002 when we had the brawl at Royal Albert Hall. UFC 75, champion versus champion, is underway.
We're going to get a lot of answers about Houston Alexander right here. We're going to find out a lot. That Keith Jardine fight.
We know one thing, this is where Alexander likes things, inside.
Let's get it. Looks like he's going to take him down.
Alexander loves to use the knees. He loves to use that Muay Thai clinch. Set up the uppercuts like he did against Jardine. Utilize the knees as he tried to a moment ago.
He saw what happened in that Jardine.
Houston Alexander rides Alessio Sakara. And he has done impressive ground and pound with all that strategy. His team
Houston Alexander is for real.
hits hard on his feet.
You want to talk about some power? Houston Alexander just answered all the questions.
That dude is violent.
Stand in front of Houston Alexander. He look at that mouse of Alessio Sakara's eye. Wow. That guy is for real. He just answered a whole lot of questions from unknown to stopping 2 big names in the UFC and fights in the UFC against top name competition. 2 big knockouts. I guess you answered the question, are you for real?
Nebraska is in the building. I belong to the UFC. I want to thank my family, friends, especially my coaches. I want to thank the UFC. I want to thank the fans in London.
Houston, take a look at the big screen and talk us through the knockout. You heard him initially with this big knee.
That's good coaching. Good coaching right there. Lots of determination and a lot of time in the gym. Wow. I love the fans out there. I love you guys, man. Wow.
All right, Houston, you only had 2 fights in the octagon, thrown immediately to the Lions. You've come out on top. What do you look for now?
For anyone to get in the ring with me. I don't care who it is, any place, anytime. I'm here in the octagon, wherever you're at.
Well, very impressive victories. We look forward to seeing what's next.
Shouts out to all my sponsors. RelateJunkie.com. And what's next is anybody that gets in the ring with me.
Houston Alexander, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, Joe brought up a great point. Alexander is 2-0 in the UFC. He's beaten Keith Jardine and Alessio Sakara. 2 UFC veterans in the house tonight. None other than the UFC heavyweight champion, the Hall of Famer, Randy, the Natural Couture. Randy will join us in the broadcast booth for tonight's main event of the evening, which of course will tell us
Houston Alexander, special fight was finished in the first round. He gave a huge right knee, then straight go with right hook and a few right uppercut and a few hooks, and then was already finished.
Wow, biling banget tadi. Houston Alexander!
It was a big surprise. Like, everybody And everybody knows him as Mirko Krokop, the Croatian Cup. Yeah, so...
Ya. Dan untuk Cek KONGO,
Yeah, Chik KONGO I know very well. He's a good friend of mine. Actually, he started mixed martial art because of in my shows, in my amateur competition in Holland. I did like amateur competition where people have their head and knee and shit protected for safety. And he stayed in my home, fought like 6 fights in Holland already before. Started fighting professional. He's a good friend of mine and he's doing great.
wow, Mirko Krokop ternyata mantan ini banyak kenal dekat dengan orang-orang yang bertanding di UFC ya. Dan Martin, how about your prediction?
I have to go with my friend Chik KONGO because, of course, first of all, he's my friend. Second of all, he's huge. Calling me 2 meters, so like tall like this.
Hah?
And
2 meter?
yeah,
Aduh.
very big like this.
Kalau aku cuma setengahnya ya.
And strong punches, strong kicks, and I think, with the kickboxing experience he has, I think he will be able to take on Mirko Krokop. I think he will be the one reigning victorious at the end of the day because of the height of Dennis, the size of Dennis, and the experience.
Mirko Krokop. And you?
Me, I'm a fan of Mirko Krokop, so I would like him to win, but Cek KONGO has a better athletic, so we will see. He's a huge, good bruising guy, so I think Mirko Krokop will be difficult for him to win the fight. We will see.
Oke, kalau gitu mesti kita lihat aja langsung dia split.
Take a look at the print. Michael Bisping, the light heavyweight winner of the Ultimate Fighter 3. Now, during Bisping's time, inside the Ultimate Fighter house in Las Vegas, he developed a general dislike for Matt Hamill. Hamill was injured on the show and unable to advance to a potential matchup against Bisping in the finale. They will fight tonight. And looking forward to this heavyweight matchup, which is up now. Mirko Krokop, his journey to the UFC heavyweight title was quickly derailed by a Gabriel Gonzaga head kick in Manchester. Tonight he returns to the UFC, looking to dispense of Cek KONGO and reestablish himself as one of the top contenders for the UFC heavyweight belt.
There's no special mental process and there's no much philosophy about it. You're a fighter or you're not. I'm dying to step in the cage. I will show people that I am the best fighter in the world today.
Bad left hook, uppercut, finds his mark and puts it into this one.
Krokop in total control right now. Liver, it hurt him. It was a liver kick. One of the others.
So motivated, I'm dying for the next fight.
All people know Krokop, but nobody know me, so I'm the surprise for them.
KONGO is just teeing up. KONGO trying to finish him.
KONGO is a good fighter, and I watch his stand-up fighter.
And this fight, I'm going to show my talent.
Hard kicks here. He's totally nice.
When I want, I kick very hard. And especially for this fight, I kick extremely hard. I believe in my technique of wrestling, and I'm better than him.
Of course, I will always be a stand-up fighter, I will always be a striker, but I had to improve my ground technique, which now is pretty good.
Beautiful takedown defense from Mirko. Anyway, standing or put him on the ground, I don't care.
I train hard and I will beat anyone.
I think that he's going down. Yeah, he's going down.
I'm going to beat him.
Gonzaga, a win over Mirko Krokop gave him a title shot against Randy Couture. Cek KONGO Kongo could move way up the heavyweight ladder if he were to be able to beat Mirko Cro Cop tonight. But really, do you want to be the next guy to fight Cro Cop after Cro Cop has been embarrassed?
Yes and no. One side says, well, you know, Cro Cop's going to come back. He's focused, re-energized, in mindset. The other side says, well, how is he dealing psychologically with he got flatlined. It wasn't just that he got maintained. It wasn't just that he got beat up and stopped. He got put out. He got shut off. And, you know, his ankle got jagged, twisted up. He had to go through extensive rehab. And psychologically, getting shut off like that, knowing that he's at the tail end of his career, he had only planned on fighting 4 more times when he entered into the octagon. He stated publicly those 4 times will be his last 4 fights, which means this is fight number 3. Cheick Kongo is a dangerous opponent. He's a very tall guy, 6'4", a large heavyweight at 240. He's a very impressive striker, but he doesn't have the pedigree that Mirko Cro Cop has. Mirko Cro Cop is a seasoned K1 striker, you know, having fought guys, great fighters in kickboxing. We haven't seen that with Cheick Kongo. He's fought great guys in MMA. Cheick Kongo has not yet. Cheick Kongo's a tall, athletic guy, and he's coming into this fight with a lot of confidence and good position to be the upset.
You know, Cro Cop talked about how he has upped his training, if you will, but Cheick Kongo has truly upped his training and training partners. He went over to Big Bear to train with Rampage, to train with Michael Bisping. He was trained by Juanito Ibarra, and we saw what he has done for the career of Quick Rampage Jackson. So Kongo knew he had to do some things differently, and he did. He had a great camp in California, became very close with Bisping. Quick Rampage Jackson has developed some ground game, and basically some people said he didn't have much, if any at all, in the past. And we still know that as far as hitting hard and kicking hard and being able to exchange strikes, he's as dangerous as anybody out there right now.
He's very dangerous, and you know what? He's motivated. He knows this is an awesome opportunity for him, and he also knows that Cro Cop psychologically, I mean, we don't know where his head's at right now. There's a lot of questions. If he comes into this fight confident,
of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 20 wins with 3 losses and 1 draw. Standing 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 231 pounds, 16.5 stone, fighting out of Paris, France, And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a striker who holds a professional record of 22 wins with 5 losses and 2 draws. Standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 220 pounds, 15.7 stone, fighting out of Zagreb, Croatia, And when the action begins, our referee in charge is Big John McCarthy.
All right, gentlemen, I gave you instructions in your dressing room. Do I have any questions from you, Chuck? Any questions from you, Mirko? Touch gloves, get back to your corners, let's get it going. Seems to be a bit of animosity that has developed between these two. He has got a look of determination in his eyes tonight. Check KONGO taking on one of the greatest of all time, Mirko Krokop. Big John McCarthy is our referee. Are you ready? You ready? Let's get it on! And here we go! Watch for the leg kicks of Krokop. Watch the left leg especially. Devastating left cross is possessed by Krokop as well. Good inside leg kick so far from KONGO. He hits it again. Krokop's looking for that big left hand. It seems interesting how it almost appears like Krokop stalks his prey. He does stalk his prey. He's stalking Chad KONGO right now. He's got to be careful he doesn't run into anything. In his over-anxious quest to redeem himself, no need to hide right there. He's got to be careful he doesn't make mistakes. Good inside leg kick by Chad KONGO. KONGO has landed a wide open. He's caught it in the same place too. KONGO has excellent kicks. One thing we should note though is that a lot of people talk about, it was a one-kick knockout, if you will, the head kick of Krokop by Gonzaga. That is incorrect. Because Gonzaga had taken Krokop down, Joe, and the fight was almost stopped on the ground. Krokop was beaten up and beaten down before the big head kick, which ended up a body kick right there by Krokop. Yeah, the elbows are what did him in. And he did not train with elbows, but nor did he train with a cage for the Gonzaga fight. He's changed all that. Jabron for himself in the training cells. Krokop trying to explode. see, though, I mean, Kongo's got the look, he's got the physique, he's got the skills, he can knock people out. He's got a really cool name. It's not spelled correctly, but it's still cool. At least it is. What's interesting to watch is everybody gets much heavyweight champion. Grand Prix, as you mentioned. Here to England with him, so he has been working his jiu-jitsu, has been working from his back. And Lister, we talked about before, one of the best in the world in jiu-jitsu games.
Yeah, I actually talked to Dean about it. He trained with Prokop. He lived in Croatia for a month. He helped train him. And he was very impressed with Prokop's ground game. He said Prokop is incredibly powerful, very difficult to control. Prokop's using double wrist control.
His position. Looking to chop down is checked out.
This will be a huge victory for Kongo here. I mean, you can arguably give him the first round, and you can arguably give him the second round.
Huge victory. Also, would it be, in your mind, considered an upset? Excuse me? Would it be an upset as well for Czech Kongo? Or is this more even than maybe people would think?
I would say it's an upset.
It's okay, so still an upset. In Joe's mind, Czech Kongo was able to defeat their promoter. A huge statement that you talked about before on how much he's advanced his game.
Into the first round and was unable to do any significant damage.
It's usually to say he caught me in a bad spot, but the fight continues.
Kongo is working Prokop over here.
He is so big and so powerful.
Hands up, hands now.
Final 30 seconds of round number 2. Non-title fight, so this fight is scheduled for 3 5 rounds. Right there, let's go. Come on, we gotta fight. Prokop looks frustrated.
He looks frustrated.
Oke, itu dia tadi Mirko Krokop melawan Czech Kongo. How about the night?
I'm so happy because my friend won. It was a really good fight. Of course, you see the head advantage. He really played it well. A lot of kicks to the body, knees to the body, and at one point in time, even on the ground, he take the X kicks to the body.
Like taekwondo kick.
Taekwondo kick, right? Yeah, and he hit the body. It's perfectly legal. You can only not. Yeah, it's legal. You can only not hit the face when somebody's on the ground. You cannot kick the face. But the body and the legs, everything is okay.
Oh iya. Ya, dan kita akan kembali lagi, tapi setelah yang satu ini jangan kemana-mana, tetap di All Night Fighting Championship.
Check out his step. If you don't do anything, he will come. Come on, Mirko. Come on, last round.
Prokop has never been defeated in 2 straight fights. 22-2 in his mixed martial arts career. 32-year-old against the 32-year-old. Good second round for that man. Czech Kongo.
Ready? Get it on, come on.
Third and final round. This round is going to tell a lot. Prokop has only thrown one left kick. 2.
Let's take a look at it here.
McCarthy, as I said, in between rounds,
You have up to 5 minutes.
went in the corner and told Kongo, hey, you got to get the knees up. John just said to Michael Cota, you got up to 5 minutes to make sure you don't do it again. That's the point.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. That's the first one, and you hit him with there, and I think Big John was warning him already, and then again, he's like, come on, man. And Mirko's a tough guy. I mean, you can get him there once, he's not going to complain, but the second time, he's like, come on, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, he'll be back. There he goes. But can Kongo take advantage of the fact that he's wounded him?
Jack Kongo is listening to Juanito using that jab, pumping that jab out, throwing those kicks.
Yeah, jab, right foot. Since he is actually taking the initiative.
Body kick by Kongo.
Bellator predicted the victory for Gonzaga over Krokop. Let's find out if Krokop has been defeated again. Bruce Booker has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, KONGO!
He defeats the legendary Mirko Krokop. The big training in Big Bear paid off. KONGO salutes the crowd. And when he's done, he will speak with Joe.
All right, I'm here with the winner, KONGO. You must be very happy right now. Coming into this fight, you were an underdog, and you managed to beat one of what many people consider one of the top heavyweights in the world. How are you feeling right now?
I'm happy, so very happy to make a surprise for everybody. One person who suppose I was a bad father, you know. I'm very happy for my fan, for my family, for my friend, for my partner, for Rampage Camp. Thank you, everybody.
One of the things that was most impressive about your performance tonight seemed to be your improved ground game. Do you think that that's one of the better aspects of what happened for you tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I tried very hard, so I tried to focus on my fight because it wasn't easy for me because I have a big injury on my shoulder and on my back. It's very difficult to fight like this, you know, and I'm very happy for my performance.
Well, everyone's very happy with your performance. Very impressive. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you in the future. KONGO, ladies and gentlemen.
Huge victory for KONGO as he takes down Mirko Krokop. We have ourselves another contender in the UFC heavyweight division.